Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Cardiff City Hall on Jubilee weekend ahead of a huge night of World Championship boxing at the Cardiff Arena. Joe Cordina in his hometown gets a chance to become Wales' 13th world champion, live on the zone against the outstanding world champion Kenichi Ogawa from Japan. European title action, some of the world's leading prospects on the card here, local talent as well. So much to discuss with you ahead of a great return to this city. It's been a while since we've been here in this great room and since we've been in Cardiff, but very excited, and I feel like it's been a long time since Cardiff have had the opportunity to see what could be a huge star emerge, and Joe Cordina gets his golden opportunity this Saturday, as I said, live on DAZN around the world. Whenever we come to a city, particularly one that we haven't been to for a while, always important to make sure that we have a string of talent displayed on the undercard, young talent coming through, a chance to follow in the footsteps of Joe Cordina, and we've got that this week with Joe Morgan, with Ben Crocker, with Monique Bucks and Kyron Jones, and we'll start with them. Joe, firstly to you, great support for you this weekend, of course, great to have World Championship boxing in Wales and a big part of your development this Saturday.
Yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to you, Eddie, for getting me this opportunity. It's nice to box locally in front of an army full of Welsh fans, and I'm excited to put on a show in front of everyone coming, and I could say the same for all the other boys. It's a massive opportunity for all of us.
Ben, same for you as well. Of course, undefeated on your professional ranks going through, but a massive opportunity to be on these big shows, obviously rooting for Joe Cordina as well. But
yeah, definitely, same thing. You know, big thanks to Eddie and Matchroom for giving me the opportunity. Big thanks to my coach Gary Lockett for getting me the opportunity as well. Big show like this, boxing Cardiff. I'm from Swansea, but it's only down the road. I'm going to bring an army of Swansea fans, and I can't wait for it.
Kyron, as well, similar question. Looking to follow in the footsteps of great Welsh fighters before you. Joe, obviously headlining this card, but another opportunity for you on a big show Saturday.
Yeah, massive opportunity for myself. In only my 4th professional fight. I'd like to thank yourself, Eddie, Matchroom Boxing, my coach and Gary Lockett for always pushing for these opportunities, and the main man himself in Joe in bringing big time boxing back to Cardiff. I got 200 people coming down from the valleys Saturday, so it's going to be loud, and yeah, massive thanks to all them. I'm looking forward to it.
Monique Bucks, welcome. Women's boxing absolutely flying at the moment. Professional debut for you. I've heard the story, singer, DJ, I believe you're even holding an after party after and you're doing a few sets thereafter, but professional debut, and I don't think you could find a bigger card, bigger opportunity for you to start your professional journey this weekend.
Yeah, really excited to be here. A shout out to Eddie, Matchroom, and obviously Lee Ian for getting me on the card. It's in my home city, so it's like a dream debut, and I'm happy to be here and obviously getting ready to perform. Yeah, I'm ready, and I can't wait to put on a show. And shout out to my trainer, Tony Borg, as well. Yes, it's been a journey, but I'm ready to show people, showcase my skills and get ready in my hometown, yeah. And big up Joey, obviously. He's going to perform amazing on Saturday night.
Well, good luck to you for another outstanding talent, former GB star, already unblemished record as a professional. Callum French steps up to 8 rounds this weekend. Callum, welcome. I know you'll have a few travelling down. It's a long, long way from the northeast, but tremendous support and really looking forward to moving up to 8 rounds this weekend.
Yeah. Thank you, Eddie, Matchroom and DAZN for getting us on another terrific card. I step up to 8 rounds. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready. I prepare for every fight like it's a world title fight. Just to make sure the best Callum French gets in the ring on the night, and just to get myself into the right habits and rituals. So when it's my turn to headline a show like Joe's doing, up in my hometown in Newcastle, I'm going to be in the right frame of mind for it.
I know you've been previously sparring a lot with Conor Benn during his camps as well, and obviously talked about originally campaigning at 140, but I know the weight's coming down nicely. I heard you talking to Chris Lloyd yesterday about 135 being a target, and I feel like it's a great path for you in the lightweight division. Get this 8 rounds out of the way and then move into championship stuff towards the end of the year at 135 pounds.
Yeah, most definitely, that's the plan. Obviously, our box start 135 in the amateurs, and then because that weight got taken away out of the Olympic system, I was forced to move up to 140. So coming into the pros, I think we're going to bring it back down to 135 and campaign there. and shoot for titles later this year, early next year.
Forward to seeing you in action on Saturday. Great fight to kick off the live main event broadcast on Saturday. The return of Gamal Yafai, former European super bantamweight champion, against Liverpool's Sean Cairns. Great fight. Sean, I'll start with you. We know that you took this fight at late notice, but you're ready to fight as well. Massive opportunity stepped up. You took it with both hands. And a big chance on Saturday.
Yeah, I was ready to box on the 11th of June anyway, so it's perfect timing really. I had my last spar on Tuesday, so it all fell into place perfect. It was thanks to Eddie and Matchroom and my coaches, Darren Beach and Robbie Butler, who've kept me on my toes all year, so just a nice one and put a show on Saturday.
Gamal Yafai obviously won multiple titles, European champion, lost to Jason Cunningham, but has been out for a long while. You will be the underdog going into this fight, but a big opportunity here to move into championship contention. Sean.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking to Jamal.
I thought I was spinning it over to him.
Yeah, I think, I can just go out and do my best, and I think I can upset the apple cart, to be fair. Like, I'm not here to turn myself over, like, I'm here to win. So we'll see Saturday, Eddie, so just thanks for asking me.
Gamal, I think when we talk about boxing families, yours is right up there, of course. Galal now making his way, great performance at Madison Square Garden recently on the Katie Taylor-Serrano card. Cal looking to make his return into World Championship contention, and a very important fight for you. It's been a long time out of the ring. I know you've been working very hard in Sheffield, but a very important fight in your career as well on Saturday.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been itched to get back in there and get a win and crack on with my career. But I get the win on Saturday night and I can move on, get back up to European level and then take on the world.
How tricky are these fights? Obviously, it's supposed to be a stepping stone fight for you, if you like, no disrespect to Sean, but to move back into championship contention, but all of a sudden fighting a domestic fighter that's got a massive opportunity to change his career as well. Not going to be an easy task.
Yeah, but you just got to win. We got to win them all, no matter who he is. If he's from Liverpool, he's from Argentina, if he's from Mexico, I've got to win. It doesn't matter if it's a domestic dust-up or if it's an international fight. Like you say, you just got to get the W and crack on, and that's what I'm going to do Saturday night. Good luck, Gamal and Sean. Talk about, of course, the rise of women's boxing, someone that's been probably more active than most around the world. Sky Nicholson, with a big step up on Saturday, moving to 8 rounds against former world champion Gabrielle Bouvier. Gabrielle, I'll start with you. Welcome to the UK for the first time. Fighting a fighter with a lot less experience than you in the professional game, and ready to return to the ring this weekend.
Hola, primero muchas gracias por la invitación, y sí, estoy consciente de que ella tiene menos experiencia como profesional, pero sí amateur, y bueno, vengo preparada para hacer una muy buena pelea el sábado.
Well, firstly, thank you very much for the invite to be here, Eddie. It's a privilege to be here. I'm very happy to take on Sky in this bout. As you know, I've had quite a lengthy career, both as an amateur and a pro, and I'm hoping this weekend's going to be an opportunity to show that I've got it.
Thank you, Gabrielle. Sky, welcome back. I think 4 fights in 91 days or something, but this one, very different. A big step up in terms of the opposition you faced for, in terms of experience and credibility, a former world champion, and expecting a solid test.
Yeah, definitely. The plan was always to have a really active start, and Matchroom has definitely delivered, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm excited for the step up. I'm not afraid of a challenge, and I hope she brings a challenge for me. I want to have a real fight. I want to be in a real fight. Like I've said from the start, I think that's where you're going to see the best me.
How important has that activity been for you as well? I know obviously you boxed in America twice and plan a break after this as well, but before you move to championship level, this is the perfect kind of opponent to prepare you for those rounds. Yeah, definitely. I feel we're making great improvements every time we fight, so having these back-to-back fights, having that time in the gym with Eddie has been perfect for me. We're seeing those improvements and adapting to the pro style, and I think we're going to see the same again in this fight. Good luck, Sky. Gabriella. Talk about other great talents. Dalton Smith, for me, one of the top young talents in world boxing right now. Again, defending his WBC international title against Mario Perrone. Mario, we'll start with you. Welcome. We've seen you over on these shores before. Very, very tough. And you're facing an outstanding champion this weekend.
Hola, muchas gracias por la invitación. Sí, ya sé que es un tipo fuerte, bueno, pero bueno, me hubiese gustado que me inviten con un poquito más de anticipación, pero como cada pelea que hago yo, me subo a dejar todo arriba del ring.
Again, thank you very much for the invitation. I know I'm up against a very formidable opponent. He's a very tough lad, and it's well known, but I'm full of energy myself for this weekend, and I'll be putting on a good spectacle for all.
Thank you. Dalton, welcome. People will look at it as a late addition, but you've known for a while that you're likely to be on this card. A frustrating period looking to challenge for that Lonsdale belt. A lot of people, quite frankly, don't fancy it. We'll get there in the end, but a good opportunity for you to defend that belt and keep busy after a great performance in Leeds.
Yeah, like you say, it was 3.5 weeks, I think, camp for this, but, you know, that's what happens when you stay in the gym and, you know, you live the life and, you know, you're able to get straight back out, but, you know, that's what I wanted. I wanted to stay active. We was looking towards the British, but, you know, thank you for the opportunities for getting me on the card, fitting another fight in before. And, yeah, I'm on a big stage again and, you know, another chance to, you know, show what Dalton Smith's about.
I know we're looking for those big step-ups now and you're ready for those with the team, but quite handy these fights as well, because if you weren't quite ready, you're still learning, you're still progressing and preparing. As I said, we all want you to win that British title. We feel like you're the kind of fighter that should be chasing British and European titles before going on to world level. But a tough opponent as well, who we've seen before, and will be good to get the rounds in rather than just staying in the gym and waiting.
That's it, and, you know, when a fighter's active, that's when they're learning, you know, that's when they're improving, and that's what it's about. And, you know, I'm moving forward now on the big stage, and, you know, when I said, one thing for me, being at a press conference like this and having joy, you know, me growing up, obviously my dad coaching me, and seeing what Joe and his dad Enzo did in the sport, you know, I feel privileged for him to be at one of my press conferences, and I want to grab a picture with him because it's been 20 years I've been waiting for that. So yeah, I feel privileged to be on the show, you know, supporting Joe to become the next Welsh world champion, and yeah, big opportunity, and you're going to see a lot more from me.
Good stuff, Dalton. We echo that. Shout out to the great Joe Calzaghe here in the press conference and working for DAZN at the weekend. Legend of the sport. We go on to the co-main event, and two really good super featherweight fights. Of course, the main event for the world title, but this one as well, the European Super Featherweight Championship with massive ramifications at world level as well. The champion, Farouk Kurbanov, against Manchester's Zelfa Barrett. We saw Kurbanov in a great fight with Joe Cordina during fight camp as well. Zelfa Barrett, quite frankly, wants the winner of the main event this weekend. Farouk, we'll start with you. Translator here as well. That's all right, you can stay there. You can stay there. Okay, you can watch this. This is going to be right round the back. Wow, rapid. Thank you. Farouk, welcome back to the UK. This time in front of a crowd, which is much nicer. This time as European champion. And obviously a chance for yourself to defend and move on potentially to a shot at the world title.
Ouais, tout d'abord, merci pour cette invitation, en Matchroom pour cette organisation. Je suis ravi d'être ici, avoir cette situation en étant champion d'Europe. J'espère de faire tout mon possible, de garder le titre samedi. Voilà.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for the invitation. I'm delighted to be here as the defending European champion. And I'm sure coming Saturday I'll be able to take that step forward, as you say, towards the world.
Obviously, a former opponent, Joe Cordina, going for the world title as well. You had a good fight with him and a good experience and good to operate at that world level.
Bien sûr que chaque combat, ça me fait progresser. J'ai pris de l'expérience parce que Cordina, voilà, elle est dans le top mondial. Et aujourd'hui, à la preuve, il fait un championnat du monde. Alors, ça m'a permis quand même de progresser et de prendre énormément d'expérience.
Yeah, obviously I came out of that fight second 2 years ago, but it gave me a lot of opportunity to improve my game, and with all respect to him, here now he's got a shot at the world title, and all the best to him.
Thank you, Farouk, and thank you to the translator as well. Are you doing the Japanese as well?
No.
No, I was going to say, unbelievable value for money. I mean, French, Spanish and Japanese, that would have been exceptional. Thank you to everybody. Zelfa, welcome. I mean, firstly, an emotional time for you, of course, June the 4th, the anniversary of your mum's passing. You know, you've talked about that a lot. Great inspiration for you going into this weekend, and what a massive fight for your career. You know, looking at, of course, Cordina against Ogawa, but a chance for you to become European champion and move on to a shot at the world title.
Yeah, man, sure. I'm out to put out a performance. You know, I respect Farouk as the champion. You know, I've watched him, you know, but I just believe in my abilities, and I believe, you know, anything he can do, I can do better than him. And you know, I've got more of a purpose Saturday night. Listen, 2 men can be with me that day. I don't care who's in with me, but I'm going to put out a performance.
Obviously, a tough fight for yourself. Firstly, Korbanov, you know, had a good fight with Joe behind closed doors as well. He's very fit, you know, has a great chin, and you know, he's busy in there as well. But also, of course, one eye on the main event, looking to hopefully get the European strap around you and then go and sit ringside and urge Joe Cordina on, really. Let's get it right for a potential huge all-British affair for the world title.
Yeah, no doubt. Of course I want Joe to win, you know, for his family, and, you know, it works out a better fight for us. You know, we can set our family up from there, hopefully, if you give us a good opportunity for it. But, yeah, of course I want Joe to win, but the main focus is Farouk. When I've dealt with him, then, you know, ringside.
Great fight, European Super Featherweight Championship, the champion Korbanov against ZELFA Barrett, looking to move on to become European champion and fight for the world title. Now we go to the main event, the IBF Super Featherweight World Championship. I've got to say, as a fight fan, this is a fight I'm really, really looking forward to. Joe Cordina, as we've taken many fighters from the professional debut to the World Championship, great fighters from the Olympics, the likes of Katie Taylor, the likes of Callum Smith, the likes of Anthony Joshua, all move forward to fight for world titles. Cal Yafai, Gamal's brother, Charlie Edwards, so many other fighters as well. And Joe Cordina gets a chance, a golden chance, to become world champion in Cardiff this weekend, to become the 13th world champion. Joe, we'll start with you as challenger. This is it, really, isn't it? I mean, I've seen you heap the pressure on yourself, which I really like. You know, some people say, well, you know, if you lose, it's not the end of the world. But as you said, now or never, really, these opportunities come around once in a lifetime in your home city, a chance to become world champion on Saturday.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, first of all, I want to say thank you to Eddie, Matchroom, DAZN, obviously for Ogawa for accepting his fight and coming to Cardiff. So yeah, but I put the pressure on myself. I don't see it that way. People might see it that way. I believe my ability. I know I'm at world level, and I've said it time and time again. I'm not bothered about any other title in between a world title. All I want is a world title. And yeah, if I lose, which I don't plan on losing, I'm 30 now. It's a long way to build back up. So for me, this is my opportunity. I'm going to grab it with both hands. I can touch it. I just got to grab it off him. So for me, this is my time. It's an opportunity for me to showcase my talent in front of the world and announce myself on a big stage.
I know you've got a great boxing brain and you've had a great camp with Tony Sims. I see that the bookmakers make you a favourite for this fight as well. The ones that aren't so sure will say that you haven't boxed at the level of Ogawa yet, and I think we all agree with that, but you've got the ability to box at that level. Do you expect there to be, for you to make that big step up, you have to go to a level that you haven't boxed at before this weekend?
Yeah, on paper, he's a level above. But when you look at what I've done, I'll just go to the amateurs, for instance, but this is a completely different game. The amateurs, I haven't done what I've done in the amateurs for no reason. I was at the top level. I was ranked number 6 in the world for many years. Won European gold, which is one of 5 fighters from Britain to ever do it. And then come into the pros, and from my 6th fight was fighting championship rounds. So fighting tough fighters, some unbeaten fighters, some that have had hard roads and tough, and they're bogeymen for a lot of people and potential slip-ups. When you look at Ogawa's record, don't get me wrong, he's got a lot of knockouts, but you look at them early fights, I think even leading up to like his 18th fight, he's fighting people that I was fighting in my 3rd and 4th fight, the same record. So when you look at it, there's only 3 people I'd say on his record that were worth mentioning at any decent level, which was Fusili, which he's a good level. I don't think he's world level. You got Joe Noine, I think from Philippines, and you got Tevin Farmer. They're the recognized names. So for me, yeah, on paper he's a level above, and I'm going to have to step up and show that I'm at that world level. I believe I'm at that world level, and I've sparred plenty of world champions plenty of people that are tipped off to be world champions, and I've been in with some tough guys. Obviously, we got Conor Benn at the back, arguably one of the most explosive punchers and fighters on the planet right now, and I've done numerous rounds with him, and he can tell you I'm technically good and I'm tough, but I got a great boxing brain, and as you said, that's one of my strengths, and I believe my boxing brain can I can think my way around the ring and get that win on Saturday night.
You talk about that toughness. I think that's what a lot of people are talking about in this fight. They're talking about the skills of Joe Cordina against the strength and the power of Ogawa. A lot of people expect him to try and walk you down and you to try and outbox him as well, but ready to go to those deep places, because it's going to get tough in there against Ogawa. Very, very strong, but you like you say, you've shown that toughness, and you expect to have to show that in moments on Saturday night as well. Yeah,
of course. Listen, if you come in the gym sometimes when I'm sparring, the things you see me doing in a fight, you don't see when I'm doing in sparring, and vice versa. In sparring, I put it on people. I haven't had to do it yet in a fight, because relatively and more than near enough all of my fights, they've been relatively comfortable, and I haven't had to dig in and bite down on my gum shield. But I'm willing to dig deep, bite down on my gum shield, dig my toes in, and get stuck in if need be. But I know I got the skills to outbox Ogawa, and he's going to have to ask himself some questions also, because I know he's been on the floor, but the guy who put him down, he wasn't pressing him. I'm going to press him and look to knock him back out. But at the same time, I got to be careful what's coming back, and I'm willing to do everything it takes on Saturday to take that title off him.
Thank you, Joe. Great words. To the champion, Kenichi Ogawa, welcome. A great performance at Madison Square Garden. You become world champion. Now you have to travel again to defend your title. Joe Cordina says he's looking to knock you out on Saturday night. You look in great shape, ready for the challenge.
まずマダソンスクエアガーデンでは非常にいいパフォーマンスでチャンピオンになれて、おめでとうございます。また、今回、コルディナがあなたをノックアウトして勝つと言ってますけれども、どうでしょうか。
そうですね、まず、ね、マッチルーム、ボクシング、ダゾーン、提言プロモーション、すべての皆さんに感謝しますね。
First, I'd like to thank Matchroom and the Zone and Taking Promotions, everybody that make this fight about possible.
そうですね、まあコルディナ選手がKO するって言ってますけど、まあやればわかると思うので、まあ土曜日のリングは本当に楽しみですね。
Well, if he says he's going to knock me out in the fight, we will know on Saturday. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Obviously, you're renowned for your strength and your punch power as well. People talking about the skills of Joe Cordina against the power of Kenichi Ogawa, but Joe says he expects to show you some power back as well. You're ready for a great fight, but you believe you'll be victorious this weekend.
Cordina は、小川君のパワーと、彼の、テクニックという試合だと思っていますけれども、それでノックアウトするって言ってますけれども、どのような試合を期待できるでしょうか。
まあエキサイティングな試合ができれば僕に分があると思うので、まあどんどん僕は攻めるので、まあコルディナ選手次第ですかね。まあ僕はどんどん攻めますね。はい。
I expect to be very, I plan to be very aggressive in the ring and have an exciting match, but at the end of the day, it's up to Joe on how he wants to come out.
And finally, you believe that World Championship will be going back to Japan with you on Sunday morning?
最終的にはこのチャンピオンシップのベルトはあなたが日本に持って帰ると信じてますか？
もちろん。
Of course.
Kenichi, thank you very much. Joe, thank you. A tremendous fight for the World Super Featherweight Championship, a real 50-50 fight, a true world-class fight. Again, such great atmospheres. The place is going to be full up on Saturday to see if Cardiff's Joe Cordina could become Wales's 13th world champion live on DAZN this weekend. Do not miss it. We're going to have head-to-heads up here with all the fighters now, and then they'll all be available to the media as well. Thank you for coming. We'll see you for the weigh-in in here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Thank you.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.